Yo, what's going on, beautiful people? It is your boy Lindy. Has a brand new video here today on the road. Oh, we're feeling good right now. Finished a gym session. Feeling good, man, and I'm just ready to just attack this video. I got a lot I want to say. I want to kind of keep the same energy as I had when I was thinking about it. So let's hop straight into it. So what I want to talk about today is that I feel like we all go through this period. A lot of us, where you feel like you need to take some time to yourself. A period where a lot of people call it, it's not even like a monk mode, but it's just like you want to just kind of focus in on yourself. You're not really trying to be out as much. You don't feel like being really as social as much. You feel like you want to get stuff done, and I think that's great. If you're in that mode right now, that is great. And if you're not, and if you're in a mode where you're enjoying life, feeling good, everything's good, money's good, life's good, social life's good, then yeah, enjoy that. But there's nothing wrong with either option. But my point of today's video is that if you are at a point where you feel like you're kind of sacrificing a bit, you got a vision in the future, you got a place where you want to be in the future, and you feel like you have to take some time away from your social life, from doing activities that you really want to do, the parties you really want to be at, then what I want to say to you is to make sure that it's worth it. Because one thing I kind of noticed is that so I feel like I've kind of been in that mode for a while now, and I have seen some positive results. But then I think back to it, and I'm like, I could have done this a bit better. I could have done this a bit stricter. I could have done this a bit more organised, and I think my results would have been better. So now although I feel like I've seen some results, I feel like I have to carry it on longer because I didn't get not exactly optimal results, but the results that I feel like in my heart I could have got. So the reason why kind of video topic came around is because I've been speaking to some people that I kind of respect, and they're doing well in what they're trying to achieve. I'm going to quickly cross this road because I want to cut me off to wait. But yeah, I've been speaking to some people who are kind of in their field, doing their thing, kind of running ahead of time in terms of their schedule, and just doing big things. And one thing, kind of message I got from kind of speaking to them is kind of, their workload, when you kind of describe it to someone, you're like, oh no, they have to do all this extra work, like, oh, they're always busy and they've always got stuff planned, they haven't got a lot of free time. But then when you see people's faces light up and they're like, oh no, but I was in the room with this person and this person and this person from my industry, and I have that connection, and this is going well, and there's these corporate parties and champagne and free stuff, and you realise that all this extra stress that people go through, when they get to that place that you're dreaming of as well, bro, they don't care about the extra work they put in. And it's kind of for more kind of my high. If you're like someone who strives to aim high, this is more for you. I understand that obviously not everyone is like that. Some people just want to be in a career that's nice and solid, 5 days a week, cut in, get out, and just enjoy your life. They invest a little bit, but not like nothing too risky, nothing that takes up their time too much, because their time is important. They want to be out with their friends, want to socialise, and that's completely fine. I don't diss that. The time of my life where I feel like that, but I just want to make sure that you guys are aiming for a bit more. Maybe you want to start that business, maybe you want to maybe you have aspirations of becoming an actor, becoming a content creator, becoming a footballer, anything that's kind of big, anything that kind of people kind of deem as outlandish. I want you guys, for me, and I'm going to try and do the same for you and try and be the example that you want to see in the world. If you guys want to go and aim for the dreams, make sure you give it everything. So I'm telling you now, if you achieve it, you will not regret the time you put in. But if you kind of half-ass it and you get to like a year's time, you're like, I'm not really making the progress I want, then you'll be a bit pissed at yourself. I can't lie. You'll be a bit angry, because you'll be like, I've sacrificed this time. I've not been going out as much, and I've kind of not seen the results. And you're probably thinking, well, what are the kind of scenarios where you kind of sacrifice and you're still not seeing results? Well, it'd be like you're trying to slim down, you're trying to get into a really good physique in the gym, but your diet is on and off. Some days really good, some weeks really good, some weeks really bad. Maybe it's you're trying to play football, but like when you're not playing football, you just want to sit at home, watch Netflix. You don't do the extra gym work. You just play football on a Sunday, and you just think you're going to get better from doing that. And it's like, no, there's the next step. Maybe you want to start a business, but you don't want to invest in any marketing. You just want to put the website up and get it going. Like, you can't. What I'm starting to figure out as I go through life is that these extra steps, this extra bit of knowledge, going through, reading those books, putting in those few extra hours, speaking to people, going out, networking, meeting people who are going to be effective towards your cause. You can't skip those stages, and it is a lot of work. And that's why when everyone has these dreams, not everyone gets there. And I'm really starting to see that now, because that's the thing. It's like, it doesn't take that much in this world to stand out from like the majority. But when it comes like the top sort of 15, 10, 5% of people, the gaps just start getting bigger. They're like, maybe the gap between me and someone it's like top 50 and like top 25, it's like, I don't know, 2 spaces. But the gap between top 25 and top 5 is like 8 spaces. I don't know how to kind of quantify it. I don't think I'd quantify it. But the gap between kind of the top tier person, the person you're competing with, the life that you want, and where you may be at, even if you have started your journey, is big. But you can close it, and you can achieve that life. And honestly, the other thing I'll tell you that you'll be happy to hear is the more you push harder, the more you make it more known, the more you put your kind of dream into the universe, the more people will support you. I feel like when people don't really see your ambition, people don't really see the goal, they see you kind of half-hearting it, they're like, oh, no, he wants to do this, but he's not doing that much, or he's not doing these basics, or he's not trying this. And then they're like, I don't believe him, so I'm not going to support him. But when they see you taking those little steps, those extra steps, that bit of marketing, you're reading them books, you come across and you've been a bit more articulate in your sentences, and you actually are starting to progress and like kind of project into the world of what you want to do, I'm telling you that you'll see an improvement. And I feel like when you start making that progress, and you start being put into those rooms that you want to be in, and you start seeing the life that you always want to start to come ahead of you, and then that's when you'll fully go into it. But I understand kind of that a lot of people waiting for that kind of switch moment. It doesn't really come. You have to create it. You create your opportunities. It's like a football game. You create the chances you have. It doesn't just fall to you. You don't just get a perfectly whipped ball on top of your head in the 6-yard box. Like, you need people to work, and you have to work yourself, even to get on that pitch. You're not guaranteed a spot in the starting 11. No one is. No one's guaranteed a spot on that pitch. And if you want to play up front, bro, there's even more competition. So get out there, get your minutes, get your work in. Doesn't matter, you have to drop down to the 6th division. I want to see my brothers winning. And that means, including me, we've all got to work. And like I say, because I think sometimes you'll end up coming out worse if you kind of half-ass it, and like you don't feel like you got what you deserve, rather than that person who was just like, I'm not going to try. He doesn't say not going to try, he's just like, I'm kind of content with my life. I'll just go out, get drunk, be in the clubs, go out, just enjoy life, and then just live the job. But it's like he's having more fun, and he's probably got the better experience. So it's like, but if you actually commit to it and you really strive for progress, if you give it 3 months of true commitment, I'm telling you, you won't want to go back. You won't want to go back. Give it 3 months, whatever you're trying to do, whatever the extra steps are. If you want to create that extra side hustle, you want to create that business. If you want to be a sportsman, if you want to be a YouTuber, if you want to be a content creator, if you want to do anything, just give it 60, 90 days of commitment. I'm telling you, you'll never look back. And the support that you will receive, the love that you will feel, the growth that you will see in your life will be something amazing. So that's my kind of word to you guys. That's kind of how I'm feeling. I'm realising that you've got to step it up, because you don't want to kind of be like, I went for it, but I kind of half went for it, and if maybe I tried this and it would have gone better for me. You don't want to be saying these things. So yeah, I say, if you're going to go for it, just go for it with your whole heart. Otherwise, fall back into the lifestyle that you kind of want to do. Maybe you want to rush it. Maybe you need to get credit, maybe you want to wear the Gucci clothes. If you're not really gonna put the work in, fuck it, get the credit. Fuck it, like half do it, cheat it. Because if you're just half-assing it, you make yourself even more sad that you kind of went for it, but you kind of didn't. You saw like a tiny bit of progress, but not enough to kind of justify you keep going. And 2 years later, you'd be like, where's this time gone? And where's my result? Like, so if you're not gonna do it properly, if you're not gonna at least give it 30, 60, 90 days of actual, like, full attempt, full research, like full commitment, and then, yeah, I don't know for you. But yeah, thank you for watching. My phone's gonna die soon, so I don't want to keep talking too long. I'm just walking back now. Got a big weekend ahead of me. I'm gonna go to a music seminar in the morning, and then I'm gonna go watch like a podcast show in the evening, which is quite good. Live show. I think was it Pastor Meerkat? I think it'll be quite good. I think it'll be really good. They're like an animated show in London, very popular. I think I saw it on TikTok and I was like, this is just sick. I need to go watch it. That's why they're doing a live show. Obviously, I know there's going to be people who in the kind of industry and people who support, because they're a very, very good show, man. With a good guest as well. So I'm going to go watch support that. And we've got a cup game in the morning for Maxwell, so we'll hop out, play, do that, and try and get through to the next round. And then I'm going back for my brother's birthday. And then we're going to go go-karting, and then potentially go for a meal, and then hop back to London. So it's a pretty jam-packed weekend. But I'm looking forward to it, man. And we're trying to make moves as we go along. So thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to go back to some music now. Happy, a good day at the gym, good day at uni. Got some stuff done that I need to get done. Hopefully, if you watched the last video, contract signing is looking imminent. It's like it's coming soon. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I hope that I'll bring you that video when that's all confirmed. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll let you go. Enjoy your weekend and stay connected with me. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't already at Lyndon's Pictures. And yeah, till next time. Peace.